Hi, I'm Danny and these are my Diecast Disasters. In this video, I'm going to be customizing a Hot Wheels Subaru Impreza. This is a 98 Subaru Impreza 22B STI and it was first released this year, 2020. And I'm going to be putting some bigger wheels on it and lifting it a little bit and putting a bull bar on it. So we'll crack into it and take the car apart. There's 2 posts to drill out and then I can pop the bottom off and take it all apart. Right, so there's our casting. Next step is to strip the paint off. So I'm painting on some paint stripper here. And the paint will all wrinkle up and I can wash it off with some water. And this was how it came out. So most of the paint's gone off that. The next step is to give it a tidy up with the wire brush and my Dremel. This will get rid of the remaining paint and oxidation. And here it is after burnishing. Nice and clean and shiny. And these are the wheels I'm going to be putting on it. There's some green light wheels. As you can see, they don't quite fit. So I'm going to use my Dremel to cut out these wheel wells a little bit larger. To lower the wheels, I've just drilled some holes down lower in the base and I'll just put the axles through those. So here it is with the wheel wells cut out and the larger wheels installed. Next I'm going to put some guards over the wheels. Start out lining the wheel wells with some very thin styrene. And I build them up with some epoxy putty. And I leave this a few hours to cure. Now it's nice and hard. And I use my Dremel and some files and sandpaper to carve out my mud guards. Okay, here are the finished mud guards. Also started building some roof racks up on top there. Next I added a bull bar onto the front of it. And finally I finished those roof racks there and added some spotlights. When I was drilling out the base, the drill did make a couple of little holes underneath it, so I have to cover those up, and I'm also going to replace the exhaust pipe. So I start by cutting the exhaust pipe off. And I'm going to drill a hole where it used to be. And then I made a new big bore exhaust out of some aluminium tubing. And I've covered over where the holes in the base were with some skid plates. Okay, so that's the fabrication stuff done. Now I can move on and paint the car. So I'm going to paint my car black. So it's given a couple of coats of black paint. Then I painted some details. For the base, I just painted it black. And then rather than painting it a metal colour, I'm just using some silver weathering powder to bring out the details. And I just went quite heavy on the exhaust pipe. Here is the interior. It's not too badly detailed, but I thought I'd stick a couple of racing harnesses in. So to do this, I just used some electrical tape and some little tiny pieces of styrene for the buckles. Next I painted a base coat of black. And then I detailed the seat belts. Just painted them red with some little silver buckles. Okay, so there's nothing else really to do. The wheels were fine and the windscreen was brand new. So here are all the parts of our Subaru Impreza, refurbished, repainted and ready to go back together. So while I'm reassembling that, let's just take a moment to look back and be reminded of what we started with. It's our classic blue Subaru Impreza, all the way from 98. This was pretty much a dream car when I was in my 20s. A great looking little Hot Wheels, but I can grab one looking like this any day. So let's give it a custom off-road makeover. And here it is, our finished custom Hot Wheels Subaru Impreza. It's got a cool new black paint job. It's been lifted up. Got some bigger wheels on it there for a bit more crazy off-road action. It's also been detailed inside and out, and it's got a nice bull bar on the front of it and some spotlights, so it'll be protected if it hits a tree and they'll be able to see in the dark. So this was a pretty fun little project, and I think it's come out looking pretty cool. It's definitely a car I'd love to own. Imagine what cool fun that'd be to take off-road. You can let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, a massive shout out to my awesome Patreon supporters who help to support the channel through Patreon. And if you'd like to help out as well, you can always check out my Patreon page. There's a link in the description down below. And if you can't afford to become a Patreon, watching the videos still helps. So thanks heaps for that. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe and click the bell so you get notifications. Give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.